Hello. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you hear me? This is an audio test. Audio everyone. Welcome, welcome. You try to get the audio levels all nice and right. Hi, hi. It's time for a night of some comfy ASMR. I know it's been a rather crazy week, but today, for a few hours, we can just get nice and close and relax together. You'll have to forgive me if I have to get a little work done while we're enjoying our time down here in the mod basement. Don't ask where the mods are though, they're hiding under the floorboards. You see, your angel's got a lot of work to do, but it's not fun to do all that work alone, so now you're here with me to keep me company. Oh, the body bags. What body bags? Those are full of meat for later. When you get a little hungry. Yeah, we can have a barbecue. Doesn't that sound nice? I never said human meat. Where'd you get that? Someone's been hanging out with Daya too much. Could have been pig meat, chicken meat, cow meat, maybe even pigeon. I don't know. Why'd you guess human, huh? Something you want to tell the class? Is it angel meat? I mean, I guess we have talked about the Heavenly Skin Suit store where we buy our VTuber suits, so potentially, maybe. But wouldn't that be a fine feast? Ethan, thank you for the $5 super. Why are you staring at us like that? What? Like what? This is how I always stare at you. Water sounds? Yeah, I can do that. If I can find my... Oh? Where did it go? Wait. Is it still in the drawer? Ah, there it is. I found it. I was gonna ask how crazy you were on a scale of 1 to insert famous insane person here, but the person I was gonna put was the Unabomber, and I had thought that might be too much for you too. Good save, but you then still typed it anyway. For a self-described brat, you do scary really good. This is a compliment. You can't have me breaking character this fast. Come on. I do want to say thank you for the 3 super chats already. I saw that 2 came in before I even started streaming, so thank you. Now, I will also ask that if there's any weird audio moments, i.e. you can't hear something, or something's a little too loud, that you'll let me know. You see, I had a bit of an issue with my mixing board this morning. I think I've fixed it, but you're more likely to recognize a problem faster than me, so if you do, don't be afraid to let me know, okay? I promise I won't be mad. Maybe a little. Oh, didn't mean to smack your ear. It's not punishment time yet. Do you drink tea or coffee? Which is your favorite? I drink both, depending on the mood and what I'm looking for. Though I do think I tend to drink a bit more coffee. But I'm hoping to drink more tea more frequently. It's better for me. More relaxing too. On a scale of 1 to Wendigo psychosis, how insane do you feel today? Well, I have barely slept in, I don't know, a week. I think I get maybe 3 hours at most, because I've been working on a very special project for all of you. And as of 30 minutes ago, it's mostly ready to roll. I have to do some extra work for it, but the main part of it is finished, so I'm feeling very elated. Will this be a 1 or 2 hour stream? I don't know. I guess it just depends on how I feel, doesn't it? Realistically, it should only be a 1 hour. I do have a lot to do. There's a reason I have a warning about me potentially working during the stream, i.e. lots of clicky clackies. It's because there's a very good chance that I will have to deal with some work messages during the stream. So, ideally 1 hour, but sometimes I get caught up in the mood and we don't stop when we should. So stream might go on a little longer depending how much fun I have. I wish I could give you a better metric for that, but I'm not exactly the most predictable type of person. Did you ever have a favorite creepypasta when those were popular? Drowned Ben. That's the first one I ever heard. It's a special place in my heart. Thank you, Cave. I'm glad you like my voice. Just fall asleep. You're safe here with me. Nothing will get you here. Nothing will find its way in. And you can stay here. you for the kind words. I do think I overdid it a bit this time. There's certain aspects that I'll probably never be able to talk about because I don't like doing things that could harm the reputation of others. But there were some aspects about things that happened on the back end with this specific event that became very problematic. And I, as a theater kid, very much believe in the mentality of this show must go on. So me and my girls have all put in an ungodly amount of work for this show, and I'm very, very, very proud of what we've accomplished. I think that, especially given the circumstances, we have made the impossible possible to some degree. But it has definitely taken a toll on my whole team, and all of us were talking about post-WeebCon, maybe us all taking like 3 or 4 days and just rotting. We're gonna like group bed rot because it has been a very rough, very specifically this last week has been very, very rough, but the end is in sight, and we have pulled through. All the worst parts are done. The stuff that's left is stuff that I am doing just to give it its best chance, you know? So, but thank you very much for your kind words. We aren't going to be able to see it if we are going to the con, are we? Well, I will be streaming it, actually. It'll be streamed on Saturday at 3 p.m. CDT. And ideally, my fellow performers will be co-streaming the concert as well. That said, though, there will not be an archive of it immediately, okay? Because I'd like to do some edits to it before I decide to do that, and I may potentially bring the concert to a different convention, since we've all worked as hard as we have. So, yes, if you are not attending WeebCon, don't worry. The 3D concert is something you will still be able to see. And I hope that you like all of our hard work. I used to play piano, but it's been many years, and I'm very out of shape. I would love to take some time to relearn, but time. It always finds a way to escape me. You'd think as an immortal creature I'd have more of it, but I blink and it fades away. Here comes my cat. I literally fed her wet food like during the starting soon screen so she wouldn't do this, but I hear her at the door already. There may be some yum-yums during the stream. Yeah? Yeah? The basement door is shut. Dora, we can't let the little cherub rats escape. Since when did I start doing kisses on stream? I've always done like 1 or 2, but not like extensive. I try to throw them in here and there now that I'm not doing oh, let me re-explain this a little bit actually. So when I used to duo stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, we used to have a Twitch channel alert where people could blow kisses, and I would do like 3. And during ASMR streams I would do those 3, and that was kind of it. But we don't duo stream anymore. I kind of hyperfixate on YouTube only or Twitch only, right? All the ASMR streams here while Twitch gets all the extensive gaming streams. And since doing that, I figured I might as well throw a few kisses here and there once in a while, but they're like treats. You get them them occasionally, and they're special, but you're not going to get a bunch of them. Can't spoil you that much, or you'll start expecting it. And how are you doing, John? It is good to see you. It's been a bit. It's been a while. We're putting on a little bit of a roleplay tonight, but only a little, just a tad, just a smidge. Oh my goodness, Vivi, really? Thank you. I'm honored. Thank you for supporting me this whole time. It's actually quite crazy thinking about how much my voice has changed. It's gotten a lot deeper over the years. I was listening to an old audio earlier this week, and even when I raise my voice, I can't get as high anymore. 6 years does something to a girl's voice. It's crazy. But yeah, I used to be so shy. It's weird. Now I'm so blatantly confident about talking. I still don't like my voice, though. We were just talking about this, like, oh, which stream was it? Was it the stream where I lost my .hack data? It might have been. But we were just talking about how I still dislike my voice after all this time. I may have gotten very used to using it. I don't have an issue with talking or singing, any of those pieces, but I still feel like I sound like shit. I could be wrong. But yeah, we're going on 6 years. 6 whole years. Will there be anything new in the merchandise store? Actually, I updated my merch store in January. We have 4 different shirts and a bunch of new items. If you haven't gone shopping in a while, there's even new blankets. So please don't hold out and wait for a special drop, as there's already new merch that has been waiting for you in the wings. What happened to the .hack data? Well, transparently, chat was teasing me about my fictional crush, and I wasn't paying very much attention, and so I didn't save, and then I got my butt handed to me, and I crashed out. Yeah, that's actually what happened. Tora, why is it every time we do ASMR it becomes Tora time, My cat is being a cat. She's being a cat. Being a cat and meowing at the door. Yeah, like that. Please tell me you can hear her. Please tell me. Oh. I think she just tackled the door. I think she just full barrel tackled the door. Oh, Dora. Oh, I'm gonna let her in. That was so sad. 07, so that was a full barrel. Oh my god. The battering ram has entered the office. I can't believe she barreled that hard. Oh my goodness. Trying to keep like a darker persona today, and then my cat's just like, what if I banged on the door with my entire being right now? Silly thing. Silly little girl. don't even remember what I was talking. Oh yes, I remember now. We were talking about how I lost my data. That's what the topic was. But we were actually supposed to do more .hack today because of that circumstance, but I've just got too much on my schedule and too much on my plate. And we've done a lot of Twitch streams, so I figured maybe do a little bit for YouTube tonight. I feel like I've been accidentally neglecting you a bit, so tonight it's all about YouTube. There is now another cat at my door banging. This is going to definitely be a night, but we're just gonna have to muscle through it. I really want to get back to weekly YouTube streams if I can. Once this event is done, I'll have a lot more free time on my hands. What time are the tier 3 signings tomorrow? I believe I wrote it down for 1 or 2 p.m., but transparently I'm probably going to have to pull a very late night tonight, so it might be more like 3 or 4 p.m. And I have to pack and get all the tech prepared and get the packages for those of you that are coming to my IRL signing at WeebCon. Rocket! Rocket, really? Really? Buddy, this is a 5-bedroom house. This is the smallest room in the house. Why do you want to be in here right now? Hold on. Annie, thank you very much. Absolutely. Give me 1 second. So they're doing that cat thing where I open the door and they don't want to come in, and then they run away. And so I forced Rocket into the room at this point because I know he's going to keep banging on the door and he's very loud. And while I was doing that, Tor left. So it's just going to be like that today. We're just going to deal with it. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the positive affirmations, regardless of the cat shenanigans. Because they're going to do what they're going to do, aren't you, little Ro? Yeah, it's a little guy. Prisoner exchange. Not wrong. Everything is okay. Everything will be just fine if my cats stop being problems. Oh my god. What? Roman? Roman. Oh my goodness. Roman, thank you so much. Holy crap. Thank you for the 50 gifted memberships. I'm gonna be honest, I think that might be the biggest gift bomb we've ever seen on this channel. Thank you so much. I hope everyone enjoys their membership. Roman, if there's any sort of ASMR sounds you really like, just let me know, okay? Oh my gosh. I'll get back into the headspace for some positive affirmations. I'm all flustered. Got my heart beating a mile a minute. I'm supposed to be making your heart race and not the other way around. But for everyone who just received a membership, as a member you get exclusive wallpapers, access to an exclusive playlist, and occasional bonuses. So make sure to go check out the channel tab for members, because every old piece that I've ever posted, have access to, and I highly implore you scroll through that and grab all your free wallpapers. There's like 6 years worth of wallpapers in there. Everything is okay. I'm going to put my cats in timeout. They have 3 minutes to calm down or they're going in timeout, so help me. Yep, okay, that's it. Timeout. They're going into timeout. I tried, but this is the 5th time. They're going in timeout, which is my bedroom. My bedroom is timeout. They will be fine. It is a very large bedroom. They will have my bed to sleep on, but this is insane. You can't do that to me while I'm not here. Roman. So the cats are now happily in my bedroom with some extra food. Roman. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the second 50 drop. I hope everyone enjoys. Oh my goodness, what have I done to deserve this? I'm just a little girl. I'm just a little girl on the internet doing little girl things. Just a little dude. Just a silly little VTuber. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Alright. Well, everyone, I hope you all enjoy the gifts that you've been given, because today it seems like everyone's being spoiled. I hope you enjoy all the perks, all the emotes, all the little rewards that come along with it. Make sure to thank your gifter, Roman. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for your kindness tonight. Now, let's do those positive affirmations that just kept getting interrupted, huh? Everything is okay. Everything will work out. And messy, no matter how difficult, all struggles end. There is always a way forward, an answer that's unseen, a solution just outside of your mind's eye. And if you keep charging forward, you will find the answers that you seek. You can make it through the tunnel of stress and fear that absorbs you. And good moments await you on the other side. Life is much like a wild roller coaster. It's a saying we've all heard, but it's heard frequently due to its truth. There's twists and turns and ups and downs that you can't predict, and even when you do see them coming, your heart will still lurch into your throat. Your stomach will make loops and turn upside down. But with that, there is fun to be had. So don't focus on just the bad. Don't lose yourself in the fear of what's coming. Find what joys you can in the present. And know that no matter what, these troublesome times will eventually end. And everything will be okay. Everything will be alright. And you, cutie, you're gonna be just fine. I think we should get a little bit more heart feedback. How is that? I haven't done positive affirmations in, oh goodness, months, actually. It's been a while. I hope the words landed where they should and brought you some peace. Shush to me. We'll eat later. Let's do some head pats now, yeah? Yeah? Makes me happy to hear. I want to make sure that everything I do brings you comfort. That is why we're here after all. Because if you're comfy and happy, then you're never going to try to leave. this? Hi, Angel. Question about your blankets from the store. Is there an option to have a different design of them, or is it just one design? There's 3 different blankets on the store. So, those are your 3 options. There is one orange and bright blanket that is a large image of me. And then there's 2 other blankets, both of which are tiled chibi, so they're a little bit more simplistic, a little bit more normie friendly. In the event you have a lot of guests and you want things to be branded, but maybe not big booba anime lady right in your face, right? And for those ones, there's a purple one where I'm wearing a cute little maid outfit, and then a more standard angel one that's red. Hugs, let me give you one back. Okay. Thank you, Shy Guy. Even with the fact that I've gained a bit of an appreciation for the more intense roleplay options in the ASMR field, I still find that for me, my goal is to still bring you sleep. To make those eyelids heavy. To have your limbs feel like the blood has been sucked out and they're falling limp at your sides. The strength leaving you. Yet you don't feel fear. You feel safe. And in the fatigue and in the weakness, you fall into a deep and heavy slumber. And I guide you through it. Also, Frog and Michi, thank you for the membership renewals. I didn't miss it. I just was trying to find the right time based on how my brain was walking through my thoughts. Thank you so much for supporting me. And it has been a while since YouTube ASMR. We did a Valentine's one, and we did one earlier this month. They're starting to come back a bit more aggressively. I find that I've gotten better at time management with everything that's been on my plate lately, which isn't necessarily a good thing, but it works to our benefit now, doesn't it? That's good to hear, Frog. I'm proud of you. glove get stuck in the ear? I'm so sorry that hurt. I didn't mean to do that to you. The felt tip must be wearing out. I gotta be careful. I guess it has been a while since I replaced it. If you hear my stomach growling, no you don't. Do me a solid, ignore it. Thanks. Thank you, Steve. It's very sweet of you. Dylan, thank you. It's very sweet of you. I feel you all spoil me a bit too much. I don't think my voice is really anything that special, but I do appreciate all of your kind words. They do mean a lot to me. That's enough of that. And maybe enough of the heartbeats. Just a bit, yeah? Something to admit, I like stomach sounds. You know, I've heard a lot of people say that, but my stomach growling can be rather loud. Maybe even invasive. Oh, is this what I think it is? Hold on, work time for me. That's off, right? Okay, you won't hear it. Yeah, okay, that's good. Get that. Ooh, there's some loud car outside. See, this is exactly why. That's why it says I've trapped you in the basement with me while your angel works, as I knew this was going to happen. But I hope you don't mind the typing. some keyboard tippity tappity 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 tippity tappity. When you try to be all mysterious and dark, but you have a life and responsibilities. Dang. It sucks being the mature one. But I have a feeling you all like a little maturity. I say when I'm the most immature person I know sometimes. It's interesting, I feel like my personality is so, it's like Gap Moe, but in too many categories. Like, I couldn't make a decision, so I picked the extreme sides of both sides of every spectrum and said, cool, that's where I land. Okay, there we go. I think I should be good now. Rachizi, thank you for the membership. Thank you for the 43 months. I'm not late. You are. I'm late? Dang. Oops. Okay. I'm done being an adult. We can go back to... I'm not sure if the glass tapping's picking up, actually, because I have the mic on a unique setting tonight. I'm gonna boost the volume temporarily. It does mean that things might get a little funny, but that way we can get the glass tapping a bit stronger. Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. This might help a little too. Ooh, what do you say we do some wooden frog after this? I haven't used that much on this channel. It's such a new item. Windows. Windows. You're underground, silly. Multiple floors. What windows do you think you see? No, silly, silly, you're not going anywhere. I've made sure of it. There's traps and plays and dirt above your head. But if you think the window will work, why don't you try it and find out? See what's waiting for you on the other side. Silly cherubrat. Look where all that escaping got you. interesting. You think you're in a position to negotiate what you get to have down here in this cellar? Maybe if you're really good, I'll throw a bone your way. But don't think that you're in the position to be asking for too much. You're the captive here. $5,000 bank account is not enough for a racing sim, I guess. I guess. You guys are silly. Cracking me up. Trying to stay in character right now, jeez. Is there a blanket you can have? There's a blanket you can buy. I might do a flash sale on merch somewhat soon. I was considering doing it on April Fool's because then everyone would think that the sale was a joke, but then like those of you who actually checked would be like, oh, it's real. But then I thought that might be kind of mean because then people will realize and post it was real and then they'll be sad. So I'm really bad at April Fool's because I don't like people being sad. Are you interested in Crimson Desert? I am. I've heard a lot of conflicting opinions on it, but I am interested. But I'm trying to be good about not wasting money until after we are, you know, my big projects are all kind of paid for. We're still working on the original EP right now. I haven't paid for the songs yet, so you're getting a new model, aren't you? Well, the subathon did have a reward for a new model, and there is a new model on the way, but that one's paid for. That one's all paid for. I'm just waiting to get all the assets, and I'm making everything else for it myself. I thought you were supposed to be mean right now. I believe you're looking for hot and cold, right? If I'm just mean, you'll get used to it. But if I'm nice, I spoil you, I praise you a little. And then I bite. The bite feels a lot stronger than if I was biting the whole time, you see. Do you mean how I don't have my VTuber model on right now? I have discovered that I like doing the streams without the model up because I'm able to get much closer to the microphone when I'm not worried about tracking concerns. It does mean less visuals, but the point right now isn't what you see, it's what you hear, right? Let's go ahead and get those mic settings back to normal. I think that's enough glass tapping. We were going to do some wooden frog, and for that one I definitely need to have the volume settings at a specific level because that thing can get very loud very fast, unfortunately. Hello, cat. How are you? Naruhodo. I just discovered you have a nice voice. Thank you. Now I do have to give you a fair warning. My vocal range is rather wide, and depending on how excited I get, my voice can change very dramatically. So don't be too surprised if you stop by the Twitch channel at some point and hear me playing games and go, huh? Because my voice can wildly jump. I find that it tends to jump scare people a lot because I sound very different when I am soft talking. So, yeah, fair warning. You may find that there's more gremlin here to be found. Alright, where's my wooden frog? Get some good sleep, Shy. It always takes me a few tries to get this right. Can you not do that, chair, please? There we go. You know what I was like, if you go to the Twitch channel, you'll hear how I talk when I'm talking full volume. But in hindsight, we have the video essays now here, and I talk in my normal loud talking voice in those videos. So now you can find all of my vocal levels on this channel. I didn't realize that until right now. Could a moderator drop the link for the Fourth Wall store in the chat, please? I think it's exclamation mark merch. I think. It might be store, but I think it's merch. Assuming Nightbot's working, I didn't actually double check YouTube Nightbot to see if it was up today. So it might not be up. I didn't think to double check it. A mod might need to grab the link to the merch store manually, actually. My apologies. Thank you, Icky. Thank you, Crab. If you are trying to get your hands on some merch, that's my store. There's t-shirts, hoodies, hats, stickers, mugs, pillows and blankets. Variety. So a fair warning, I tend to Zatsu a lot when I'm given a mic. It's a problem. I have to hope that the cherry brats like my voice because I'm very bad at not talking. I like talking with you all a little too much. Go ahead and pin that Iggy in case anyone else asks. Thank you. Oh, and now it's gonna be on the screen. Is there any way for me to... Okay, there we go. It got smaller. We're good now. I'm Mysteria. I do a lot of trigger-focused ASMR roleplays that blend the use of classic trigger sounds like ear cupping, tapping, soft whispers, a little bit of acting and character roleplay. We do live streams that tend to be a little chatty, but still focused on classic trigger sounds. While some of the role plays can get a tad romantic, I tend to stay away from things that are very sexual in nature or ear licking and things like that. The closest you'll get is some kissing. That's kind of the TLDR and the ASMR here, but this channel does a variety of things. I've started doing video essays on RPGs. My shorts are a mixture of storytelling and game clips. And occasionally we get some event stream cut down videos where I throw pies at my moderators in reality, and you get to laugh at their suffering. That is not a joke. That is very true. There's 2 of those videos on here, I believe. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with, like, bit more sexual-based ASMR, but it's not really my preferred. Me, the person, I come from an acting background, so I like any opportunity to act any type of role, and that includes roles that may be a little saucier. But when it comes to my personal preferences for what I like to make, it tends to land in more emotionally intense areas, or things that are just meant to be sleep aid. Things built to bring you a sense of relaxation, regardless of the story or the mood. At least that's how I tend to be. Hey, are you coming to WeebCon this weekend? Are we doing the Hot Ones challenge with all the mods at WeebCon? Are we in danger? You're working. Oh, Sanjapan. Sanjapan then. You still have my rapier, don't you? I'm very excited. Got my hopes up. It's not done yet. Do I know when? I can't wait. I'm actually considering picking up fencing classes again, just out of excitement. I did really enjoy fencing classes. Haven't heard from the blacksmith yet? Oh, it might be a while then. Question with the plushie, any updates? Mild updates. I finished the payments for all the designs at this point, and we are in talks with the manufacturer, but we're still waiting on the demo. We're still waiting on the demo unit. So, when we get the demo units for the 2 plushies, I will have a new update for you all. Excuse me. Oh man, my drink's fighting me. I hope you don't mind, but I'm listening to you as I draw on my computer. I don't mind at all. Oh my goodness, yeah, my drink is fighting me. I'm so sorry. I have a coffee here to keep me awake because I've been not sleeping the last 3 days very much. So please forgive me for that. Tell me not happy with me. Hot girl tummy turtles, you know how it works. But yeah, no, please, lurk, relax, enjoy drawing. I'm very happy to be your background audio, and hopefully I'll stop making weird acid sounds in your ears. That'd be great. This plushie won't have a voice box, but that is a really smart idea. A comfort angel plushie that you can hug, and when you squeeze it, it says positive affirmations. That would be amazing. That's such a good idea. That's genius. You have a corgi that makes weird noises when he barks. How precious. How precious, sweet little corgi. Give pets for me, would you? Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? I think that'd be a very fun idea. Okay. We're gonna swap it up now. We're gonna do some very intense ear cleaning. I'm grabbing the fancy gloves. So, be prepared on your volume sliders to get it to the right level for you, depending on how intense you like your brain scratching. Because this is about as intense as I can make it without it popping the filter. I love this one. It numbs the brain perfectly. But if you like your brain scratching a little bit weaker, you might want to lower the volume in 3, 2, 1. afraid, feeling like mush, yet the tingle was melted into a puddle. I still stutter once in a while. You want me to say what now? You think you deserve it? Okay, but just this once. Good boy. Change gloves. As much as I love the sounds these make, they hurt. They hurt greatly. Okay, there we go. Freedom. Freedom for my hands. It's so rough. It's unfair. But I can handle a little bit of pain to spoil all of you. I just love that sound too much anyway. One last hug, huh? Hug. Sleep well, Lucas. Good night. What to do next? Oh, you know what I haven't done? Despite it being one of my more popular tools, I haven't brushed your ears this whole time. So I can do that now. So many of you have asleep, which is good. Means I'm doing my job right. May I ask what your character design is based off of? Yeah, that's fine. Should I grab my reference board? Oh, it's kind of bright. It's a white background that might be drawing. This is my alternate outfit, but my overall character had a few different design references. One of the main references was actually Cloche from Artanella Go 2. Rather obscure, I know. Color palette wise, I've always been fond of Gilgamesh from Fate. I love the blonde hair, red eye combo, so that was something that I cared about in the design references. There was a bunch of other small references that were in it as well, though. And I think visually those are the only two that you'd probably be able to tell. Good night, Dylan. Sleep well, and you don't need to apologize, because I am very happy to know that I have helped you find rest tonight. Good, good, good. Brush, 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 I think it's always fun hearing about what media pieces have inspired others to make their own. It's fun when you think about how one person can create a character and a story entirely from their mind and their heart, and how that one piece of literature can inspire thousands to come. And the literature made from those continue the cycle by inspiring others. Well, you're fine. You do notice can be a little silly. You made it here now, and that's all that matters. it's quite normal to cry when you see someone you love if you really are full of emotion in that moment. Crying isn't always a sad thing, right? It's a physical reaction to a swelling amount of feelings. You have lots of feelings. They can boil over in physical reactions, like crying. You can cry because you're happy. You can cry because you're shocked. And of course, you can cry because you were sad. But crying is the human's way of releasing an overflow of feeling. And feelings, while messy, confusing, are beautiful. Ren, I saw that before you could retract it. But thank you. I'm happy to have helped. Now I'm assuming you were trying to say you're drunk. And I'm going to be doing some celebrating with wine myself after this stream because of the project that I'm done being in the final steps, and I'm finally almost free from sleepless nights of editing. So you know what? Go for it, buddy. Have a good night. Hi, Nail. Hi, Demon Angel. Welcome in. Yeah, I can tell you about this project. So, if you haven't heard me talk about it yet, At WeebCon next weekend, me and a team of talents have worked hard together to do an entirely indie self-produced 3D concert. We did all the mocap here at my house. I produced the entire show and handled all the editing. Some of the talents assisted with mixing. We have produced the whole show for $500 flat, and it is a 1 hour long full concert, and it has been very hard to do. It has been very hard to do. I knew going into this project that it was going to be very hard because typically there's like production companies and managers involved and way higher of budgets, but we didn't have any of that. So me being me, I said, okay, it's fine, we'll do it all ourselves. And there was a lot of people who thought I was insane and that we couldn't do it, but 30 minutes before stream, every piece came together, and now it's just the final touches. So I'm really, really proud of my team. I'm exceptionally proud of my team. And I can also confirm that the tea company that I'm involved with will have product at my booth at Oshiworks at WeebCon, so if you were interested in any of the tea stuff, that's also happening. So those are the two things. But it's been a lot between doing all the work for the 3D concert and also launching the tea company from the ground up at the same time. I was a fool for deciding to launch a full company in the same month as the other huge project I was involved in, but I did it and I survived, and I really can't wait to sleep. Sleep sounds amazing. Sleep sounds like a lovely experience that I very much miss. I very much miss my bed, my pillow. Yeah. Dreamland. Oh, Dreamland. How I await thee. You're too kind for a crazy yandere character. I haven't threatened you enough. I knew I was doing something wrong this stream. Actually, I have my meet and greet time slots now. So if you are attending WeebCon, I'm actually doing a meet and greet every single day of the convention. I'm a little crazy. I overbooked WeebCon this year. So no matter which day you're going, you'll have a chance to see me. On Friday, I will be doing a virtual meet and greet at the Oshiworks booth at 3 p.m. On Saturday at 1 p.m. I will be doing a panel at the Oshiworks booth. The panel itself is a surprise, but it's a 1 hour panel. Then Saturday at 3 p.m. CST, we will be performing our 3D concert Oshi Overdrive at the Oshiworks booth. And then immediately after the concert at the same booth, I will be doing my IRL signing. So you'll be able to meet me in person. You can bring some stuff to get signed. The signing itself does not cost anything, but I do have some prints that'll be for sale. And unfortunately it might be too late for me to order in some quick postcards, but if there's anything you want signed and you're going to WeebCon, I hope to see you there. And if I wasn't crazy enough, Sunday I will be at Oshi Lounge, the other main VTuber attraction happening, and I will be doing a virtual meet and greet there. Where is the Sunday board? At 1 p.m. That was 3. Wait, do I have conflicting time slots? I shouldn't. No. No, I'm fine. Okay, 1 p.m. is fine. 1 p.m. is fine. So, yes, those are my plans for everything happening at WeebCon. There will be... I'll be making posts tomorrow officially, so you guys are getting kind of a bit of a teaser, but I'll be posting the actual thing tomorrow. I have to make all the graphics. We don't have graphics to announce it, so I'm going to make graphics for me and everyone that's performing alongside me. We're doing meet and greets alongside me, so that way they all have something to show. So if you didn't catch all that, don't worry. Posts are going out tomorrow. But my booth will also be performing 6 other hour-long panels, all featuring people that I know very well, and many of you know if you have been on my channel before, because I have dragged a lot of friends in to do some panels. So if you are a cherub rat through and through, you're going to be eating very good at WeebCon. I have overloaded the schedule. The booth people might hate me. I've kind of taken over. A little bit of a control freak. Oopsie. Is it weird that I like yandere ASMR? It actually makes me feel wanted even though it isn't real. I don't think there's anything weird about liking yandere ASMR. There's a reason we make it. Ironically though, I have a very particular line with yandere stuff. I either full send and I play a full villain, like someone you shouldn't idolize, or I take a few steps back and it's like yandere-esque but still healthy, because the thing about yandere, right, is it's obsessive. It's dripping with love and feelings, but that's dangerous. And there's an attractiveness to that dangerous, but it's not necessarily something that I want to instill that you idolize, if that makes sense. So I try to be very particular in how I do yandere stuff, to fulfill a little bit of the fantasy, but maybe not get you addicted to dangerous toxic relationships. A small reminder that crazy means crazy. Shouldn't be a bad word. I don't know why it's giving you trouble. I know YouTube sometimes blocks strange things. I wouldn't be surprised. Your boss above, I really hope you aren't overworking yourself. I said this earlier transparently, this specific project I definitely did go too far. But I am a firm believer in this show must go on, and I'm not going to let all the hard work that my talents did go to waste. So I'm going to push myself to the absolute limit this week to make sure everything gets done, but I have already, due to the insanity that has occurred over March, created a plan to ensure that I don't let myself go this far for the rest of the year. Because me being me, I have a very bad habit of getting excited and having special announcements twice in a month, and I'm always trying to push the limits of what one can do with very limited funding, but I'm definitely starting to push that a little bit too far. So I have some better time management happening, and we have already gotten through the worst parts of the year. So I've also brought on a social media manager, one of my best friends that I've known for, oh my goodness, 14 years. I've been teaching her for the last few years a lot about how the VTuber field specifically works, because she did social media work and management work for more corporate stuff before. And so over the years I've been teaching her a lot about the field, and now she's officially working with me and a few other talents, helping with time management and posts and organization. We love Jelly very much, and she's already been helping me so much. Like, I didn't have to worry about short posts or anything this week while working on all these other projects, and I could sleep, take naps while she's getting all that done. So there are processes being done in order to optimize. We're optimizing. so that way I can deliver the best performance and the best content to all of you without working myself into a coma, because I definitely have walked the line a little bit too close this specific week. But I think that's a part of it, right? When you love something, when you're passionate about something, the way I am about this job, this career, the way I'm passionate about what I make for all of you, it's invariable that I am going to push the line. It's going to happen. And I just have to constantly step back and evaluate to make sure I don't go too far. But I'm still giving it my all for all of you. Every single day. Outside of Tuesdays, those are normally my days off. Except we're streaming tomorrow. So this is not, it's going to sound very great. Tuesday's normally my mandatory days off. But we're doing the tier 3 signing tomorrow because I just do not have time. March is so messed up. March is an absolute cluster F of too much. So I have to stream tomorrow. We have to do it. I need to do the signings. We still haven't signed January's or February's tier 3 prints because I have been so we're doing that tomorrow. And I have to pack and everything, but once WeebCon is done, I will be free. I will be free once WeebCon is done. I just gotta get there. Alicia, hi, welcome in. I haven't been doing as many YouTube streams, so I'm just as guilty as you are, do not worry. And hi, New. Hello. It's time to relax. By the way, you inspired me to become a VTuber. Any tips on how to make a successful debut? I never did this before. Sorry if it's a weird question to ask. Not a weird question at all. Now, I guess I should warn you, I'm not one to pull my punches on advice, and that's not a matter of yandere roleplay. I think that if I'm gonna give advice, it better be real. So, transparently, you can't really plan ahead for a debut being hyper successful, so level your expectations. Instead, it's better to focus on what you want your debut to show, right? Your debut is the place where people find out who you are, what you're like, what you want to do. You don't have to have a million expensive assets, lore videos, custom music, but if it's something that you want to do and you think helps instill the picture of who you are, go as far as you want. But remember that the goal is to teach, not to blow up. The biggest piece in terms of success that I think matters is after you have done your debut, right? It's the weeks that follow that are the most critical. Stream more than you would on average. Be very present. Make sure to post on all your medias. If you're doing YouTube, make sure that you get your shorts out. Be as present and aggressive about the fact that you are here and you are here to stay and you have a mark you want to leave on the content sphere. And just go running hard. Now, that said, this is the main reason why I think pre-debut streams are good and healthy. You can do it on a different channel if you'd like, but if you've never streamed before, you've never made content before, make a dummy channel, or maybe do some pre-debut stuff where you don't use your model and get used to it. Get involved, get familiar. You're going to find obstacles, you're going to find things about the job that you struggle with. There's going to be a lot of self-evaluation that comes along with getting better. That's part of the fun. But that's knowledge that is really great to have pre-debut, because you can plan your debut around what you know your strengths and preferences are. Shorts are important, even if they're not great. I'm experimenting a lot with shorts right now. I'm just trying to get more and more present. And then once like that's become easy and I've narrowed down better like what I like the most and what works well, and finding my nice little middle ground of that, we'll start to target better. But this is something that even I'm still actively doing. It's always about self-evaluation and self-growth and just going forward, forward, and forward. So don't get too lost in the sauce trying to make a perfect debut. I know that's ironic coming from me when I've drawn and made my own lore videos before. And I usually always have a custom track and custom backgrounds, and I've usually made a bunch of emotes for it myself. Like, I'm not exactly the best example in this regard. I do tend to go the extra mile. But I've been doing this for 6 years, and I've got a lot of skills in my wheelhouse that I actively use rather than spending $1 million on, right? It's important to know that you're always going to fall a little short, so just keep giving it your all. And go as far as you're willing to go within what you can and want to do. And only you can define that line. Did it feel like a call out? Well, then good. It's time to learn. The only way to get better is by trying, you know? Trying and failing and trying again. It's time to get messy. Now I hate to do this, but it's time for us to start to wrap up. We ended up going the full 2 hours after all, but as I said, I have a rather long night ahead of me of work. Sleep is going to be a bit of a myth, so expect tomorrow's stream to be on the later side. 3, maybe 4, twitch.tv/angelsteps. We're going to be doing a hand cam and print signing stream. It'll probably be an hour, maybe 2 at most. And then while I'm gone, I am bringing all of my tech with me to WeebCon. I don't expect to have a lot of time to stream, but me and Daya and Shuggy Coated had spoken before about doing some group streams together, and I'm hoping that they'll both be attending. Now, I don't know yet if they're both attending, but if they are, I'm going to try to drag them into a group collab, because when we were in Orlando together, we were supposed to do a drunk ASMR Uno stream, where it's ASMR, and we're all on other sides of the mic. I have a 360 microphone, and we were gonna like play the cards close to the mic so it picks up all the card sounds, but we're drunk and we're actively drinking and playing Uno, so it would be a very, very psycho, silly, fun stream. I have been trying to talk them into this for months, and they've agreed, but the only thing is I don't know if they're attending WeebCon in person or not. So as soon as I have that knowledge, maybe I can materialize an ASMR Uno stream. I think it'll be very funny. It'll be very, very, very funny. One of us will definitely peek the microphone. It will happen. My bet's on Shuggy. But yes, it is time to end now. Thank you everyone for coming tonight. This was a lovely stream. I would like to get into the habit of doing these once a week, again, if not more, sporadically, on random days, random times. But we'll see how it goes. Shuggy announced today she's going in person. That's 1 out of 3 down. 2. I'm sorry, I'm one of the 3. Excuse me, 2 out of 3 down. There's only 1 more to find out. But yeah, and if not, I will steal them again soon, I'm sure. Thank you everyone, and I hope you all have a wonderful